Okay, here we go again. This your boy Yael. Okay, let's look at something else that should raise our eyebrow. Let's look at St. Matthew chapter 27, starting at verse 50. This is St. Matthew chapter 27, starting at verse 50. Jesus, when he had cried again with a loud voice, yielded up the ghost. And behold, the veil of the temple was rent in twine from the top to the bottom, and the earth did quake, and the rocks rent, and the graves were opened, and many bodies of the saints which slept arose, and came out of the graves after his resurrection, and went into the holy city, and appeared unto many. Wow. That's amazing. But wouldn't you think one thing? Wouldn't you think that somebody would have wrote about this? That a historian, anyone, would have wrote of this? Because this is world news right here. The graves opened up, and the dead got out of the graves and walked around the city and made themselves known to the people. They appeared to many. They made themselves known. So wouldn't you think that one historian, even a novice historian, just anybody wanted to write this down? To this day, I haven't heard not one historian write of this event. This only appears in Matthew. Now, three of the Gospels are very similar in nature, but only Matthew talks about this great event. Now, once again, wouldn't you think one historian would have wrote about this? One. That all these dead people got out of their graves, out of their tombs, and walked around the city. Wow. When you read the Gospels and look at the last moments of Jesus, they contradict each other left and right. Now, when I was a Christian, I used to say, well, it's being looked at from a different viewpoint. You know, somebody's seeing it from this angle and somebody's seeing it from this angle. Now, the person on this angle might see two. The person from this angle might see that nobody was there or might only see one. That's how I used to do it, to fix the discrepancies, to make everything line up and work. But it's just certain events that everybody should have mentioned. When you have such an earth-shattering earthquake, yeah, that's only mentioned one gospel or two gospels. The other gospels don't even bother to mention it. Or there was two angels, and then there's one angel, then there's no angels. It's all over the place. The story is all over the place. In the last moments of Christ. Christ spoke, Christ didn't speak. It's all over the place. Yet they're supposed to be inspired by God. But it's all over the place. So now, like I said, I want to go back to this miraculous story in the Gospel of St. Matthew chapter 27. All these dead people got up. out of their tombs. And nobody spoke of it. Wow. Nobody spoke of it. I'm going to end on that right there. You never know. Maybe later somebody might find something that verifies this story, because we had historians that were, present. Historians that wrote of everything else. But a lot of these earth-shattering events that's recorded in the Gospels, it's weird how historians miss them. This great one story, the great slaughter of King Herod, when he he slaughtered all these babies. I have yet to see one historian speak about it. I never heard a Christian even acknowledge a historian speaking on Herod doing this. I heard of all the other atrocities recorded by historians that Herod did, like how he killed family members. But not one historian speaks of this